Hello. So, yeah, I think the next thing to do here is, we have this. Not sure what I'm supposed to do. I had the Gemini conversation. That's gonna be the most important part of this. You should be GitHub guest. No. No, we have the climate model and stuff. Yeah, no, I don't think we exactly have anything here. Yeah, this is not gonna be good. Anyway, speaking of, we're gonna have to go in and give it back the IAS15 paper. So I still need to find that, which means, and it requires multiple things. I'm just gonna paste this and see what happens. Okay, yes. Now we should this partial implementation. Let's see how it goes. Now let's give it this entire thing. Let's see. This is my code so far, and I should probably give the whole thing to its opinions. Yeah, I feel like it should be determining the language by now, but if it doesn't, that does it. Yes, okay, where are we? Safety factor, and you have so store ASAP old. That's this entire loop. So it's something which is apparently YST, VST. So wait. Oh yeah, so C index equals 0. So int C, and we just call this that. Now here, so no, what is going on? Update G coefficients based on correct A values. Okay, what's happening? So let's get rid of this and these lines just real quickly. As far as you're concerned here, yeah, so A sub old is A sub some. Right, there is literally this entire thing here. It's within this J loop. Yeah, I'm just thing, but a double C coef, so the C coefficient is C index. Wow. Double D coefficient is D index C index. I was honestly expecting D index. Let's see. Apply corrections, and of course now increment C index, which of course I just like to do plus plus, despite the fact it isn't even an excellent optimization, but yeah, I just like to do that. Anyway, evaluate forces, update G coefficients. Yeah. Okay. What is going on? No, let's see. So this is probably fine. The C and D map to generalize force coefficients into corrections for velocity and position across the 7 nodes. Inside the loop, once twice estimated, you must invoke your gravity kernel, which is pretty easy to do. How do we do this? I think it's A sub index I equals compute accelerations, y sub index I, v sub index I. Yeah, I don't think any of these actually care for this position really, which is annoying. And our entire integration thing relies on the particle store, which is most definitely not a set of particles. What is so y sub v sub what is this? So a sub index I. Yeah, let's try to figure this out. What? Okay, so y sub, if a sub, I just have here is the rest of my code base. That's probably, it should give it enough context, but here it is. So if we do nvim include slash what would be particle.hpp, and let's copy this. Next, now we have to get the two that probably matter most are particle gravity and just the particle gravity and what is it? Yeah, integrator HPP. Because all those are just headers that I don't think it needs to know what exactly is happening in those. Yeah, okay. Now what this is gonna have to be the final thing we're copying into here. Yes. Okay. What is this? What is it gonna think about it? What is it gonna do? Which takes like 9 hours for it to do anything. Anyway, we will act as if I didn't just... Anyway, let's get a phone notification in the background. I am not cutting that out. It's kind of impossible. Yeah. Void compute accelerations. Ooh, bruh. Compute accelerations, yeah. So acceleration index I plus equals acceleration index J. Size Tn. This whole thing is here. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's assuming that I'm doing leapfrog integration. We don't have leapfrog integration, leapfrog basic gravity, which is probably the best thing to do here, to be honest. And I'll be honest, I'll literally just copy and paste this. It actually looks fine. So there we go. And now src slash IAS15. I forgot to see. Now let's do this. Get rid of my old thing. G. Copy. Paste. Of course. And we are getting rid of these extraneous comments. Are we done? Yeah, no, this is fine. This is not actually one of those extraneous comments. It's just a formatting thing, which I'll probably get re-added anyways if I try to get rid of it. Yeah. So, now, let's test it. Let's see how this AI did on IAS15. I think it's not really giving me a choice as to what gravity you're gonna use, but that's probably needs to be done, but let's ignore that. Yeah, okay. NVim. So now let's make a good old unit test now, because I have an entire unit test. Unit test slash slash what's in unit tests. So I'm gonna do this. So now you have Jacobi and Leapfrog, test 1, WHFast, and Vim unit test slash WHFast.cpp. Okay. No, not this. Let's make a new one actually. IAS15. Which is now just their standard issue. Include gtest slash gtest.h. Yeah, I still gonna have to build it because for it to actually lint anything like ever, that's kind of an annoying part of doing this. But so for now, I'm just gonna build this. Go into the Mason build file. Go in here. Add it in here. And now we should be able to go in here and just build it now, which is just wait, now I have to just do dot slash what shell scripts do I have, like setup.sh. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, I made these executable. Hello, yep, you're done. Dot slash build.sh. And you're now saying simulation.cpp error, too many arguments to function call. What? Vet simulation dot the what? IAS15 expect a DT. My breath. I think this src slash what do we do here? We call it simulation.cpp. And here there's the error. We then proceed to clear that error. And if I actually build it this time, PJ is a private member of FNWHFast. It could have told. I thought it was. So let's see. So 176. Where is this? Yeah, it's this bit of code here, which. Yeah, this is not good. Wait, hear me out. What is this PJ type? It's just a particle store. Wait, I have a genius idea here. Particle store. And just give it obj. Here, and then we just do this, and then we arrow PJ. Genius idea, I know. Wrong. Are you going to build it this time? Yes. Okay. This is not that bad now. Now we just have to rc slash whfast.c unit test slash IAS15.cpp. Yes. Okay. Include. We also have to include test.cpp, which is include, no, we include, that would be particle.hpp, and that would be integrator.hpp, and I think gravity.hpp. Anyway, test. Just test suite name, integrator tests, and then it's gonna be IAS15. Yes. This here is, I don't remember what did I put in there. Let's see, using namespace FNB, we use this very similar thing here. And we just paste this. And we just manually format everything. I'm eventually gonna update this neovim config to make this a bit easier, but for now it's not. And I don't think laying T is gonna help here, won't it? Because it's gonna assume something, but you know, you are fine. You all need to be updated again. Yeah, I'm wasting my time here, I know. Now we should finish this, except for IAS15, which is IAS15 ns integrator.epsilon, and we do finally finish this last few steps. Okay. Now, if we do this, this is just 1e to the 4 square of, let's just go for 1e to the 14. Step size, in this case, it's not going to do. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit complicated, but step 1, just now it's not gonna matter. Let's just go for size t I equals 0, I less than 40, plus I. And if it shows up as nan, that's an issue. So now let's do intag.step, and with sim. Yeah, let's see what terribly wrong this is gonna do. Okay, dude, now if we build this, how terribly wrong will this go? Yep, that will fail. ./build / IAS15. It said, okay, this is actually, at least it's not nan. That's better than last time. Actually, all the time, like, build something up. But, this is definitely not good. Yes, so IAS15, let's see, just if it's, how many time steps is it trying to predict in the currently? So if we try to run this, and okay, it's less cooked, it seems, but it seemed to be less cooked. It's having the distance. Now if I run it for 20 this time, I mean, though the fact it is running at that speed means something terribly wrong went in there. Something very terribly wrong. And if I do this, it's also this. I think what's going on is it's attempting to do some weird glitchiness. something about the time step adjusting is doing it in a reverse direction. Okay, let's see, going as far as 5 time steps. Let's see how terribly wrong this just 5 will do. If I run this, yep, that is not good. Hear me out. Just 1 time step. What will 1 time step do? Yeah, this is definitely wrong, but just how terribly wrong can it go in 1 time step? That's a yeah. How? It is numerically exploding. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Why do they need to search for that? Okay, here is this corrected implementation. Then we RM. Okay, I mean this is the. As long as this is not some giant number like that, I'm probably fine. That's probably good. I can't really set a specific time now because, you know, it's gotta be constantly changing, but I can just set that. Now we just do neovim and then rm src says IAS15.cpp. It's nvim src says IAS15.cpp. And we then proceed to get rid of this. Paste this. Let's see how terribly this will go. It passes. Okay, let's see what built us IAS15. What is it doing? Okay, so let's go into my unit test now. It probably did something. It's just 1. Yeah, okay, so now let's see. 10, yeah, just 1's actually probably giving you why it's not 10. If I do 5 per se, so it goes a little bit further out, it should fail. It's not failing yet. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's weird, but let's see how many but it appears to work now after adding that. Gemini kind of is actually cooking this time. Except I'm now just gonna do some comment clearing now, cause why not? Anyway, now let's go into here. Delete. And then proceed to get rid of this. Get rid of this. I think we're good now. What? Bruh, what? Why are we allocating on the heap? I mean, I know there's probably some SSO things going on that not happen, but it might actually still do that. Why are we doing this? Is the better question. We are just immediately setting this A sub, index P, index I. Okay, let's see. Yeah, alright, stack allocation. You don't know what N is exactly, that's the reason. Don't we have current axis index? Wait, what is happening? So we have giving N compute accelerations. I have a genius idea here. Chat, I think I might have a genius idea. I can't No, it might be impossible. Let's see. It does work. I am kind of too scared to edit this right now. I'm gonna commit this. Mostly Gemini generated. Admittedly. And of course I forgot. Git commit. Alright, I forgot to do another. Git add dot. Okay, right, how do I do this? It would be, I think it's git reset soft and head :1. Not colon, this weird squiggly tilde thing. So, add -a and the git commit -m do the exact same thing. Yeah, okay, so now this looks good. And of course I have to git push now. Excellent.